Hi everyone. So because I'm impatient, I went ahead and swapped out the mag release. As you can see, that's just the back side of it. Took off the extended one, added just a standard one for now. It works. I mean, there's no issues with it. It's out enough. This actually came off of an M17, so I think they stick out a little bit more. At the very least, it does on this module. So I'm liking it. I might actually even just keep that. It's got that subtle, just factory look to it, but it does, again, stick out more than the original one did. I couldn't put the one from the AXG because this one's round, so it just won't fit. It's not made for it. And I took off the thumb rest and just traded for this one. This is just a standard flat one. I didn't want to be taking it off of this one and then just kind of be switching them back and forth. I'd rather just keep this one all original as far as the pieces go, so that later I can get the fire control unit for this, just drop it in here and get a compact slide of some sort. Looking to buy a completed slide. I don't want just a basic slide. I'm not a big fan of that parkerized finish, which is kind of why I don't love this, but that's something that I can work on. But if I'm gonna buy it from scratch to go ahead and build a more compact one, I'd rather just get one that's aftermarket anyway. Or maybe even one of those macro style ones that have those cuts. They have a different design, but they're not too bad. I just don't want this to become another $1,500 to $1,800 gun. I have the frame. I could sell this to recover some of the money that I spent on this. These typically sell for about $200 locally. So I could do that and just recover and put the money somewhere else. Ammo, maybe towards another gun, things of, there's always options. But I'm thinking, because I like this so much, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it and do that second gun. But for now, this one's pretty much the setup that I want. I do need to find something to put on here. I don't want to put a light, but I do rest my finger on that ledge. I'm gonna try using these little cutouts for like a support. I help just kind of press down on the gun for the muzzle flip, because these they go in there kind of deep. I think that'll work out. I don't think I'm gonna need to put like an accessory of some sort to kind of press down on that. I've seen those thumb rests, but they're massive. They take up like a significant amount of the rail. It's like a big old plastic piece that sticks like that, and it comes up quite a ways. So if you have a holster for it, you won't be able to use it when you have that thing on there. And again, it's more of a range toy, but for those of you who might want to put it in a holster. So this is the way I'm gonna have mine set up. Again, I'm gonna try to take this out to the range on Monday when I hopefully do get my Prodigy back, and I can just kind of shoot them side by side. Again, I didn't get a whole lot of range time with the Prodigy before I ran into issues with it. So yeah, I'm gonna treat it like a new gun, because at this point it's getting a new slide and everything, and I've only have not even 50 rounds through it. So, and this one is just really, really smooth. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the way that it turned out. I don't like that it took all this extreme setup to go ahead and get it to where I liked it. I think the trigger made the biggest difference. The springs from M Carbo, which were the cheapest part to put on here, but they were the ones that made the largest difference. Same goes for my 365. I mentioned it in a prior video. I was going to get rid of the 365, but then because I installed those $15 worth of springs, it changed my mind. I decided to keep it. It was awful. But anyway, on this one, I already have it where I want it. I don't have the trigger gauge out, but it does sit somewhere at about the little over 3 pound range, which is most of my guns. I'd rather have them somewhere really close to 3.5 to 4, depending on the gun. If I can get it to 3 on the dot, that's typically just a range gun, but I like to sit in that area. Anything more than that, it's just, I like to shoot more precision shots, so I'd rather have a much lighter trigger. So this is it. Hope you all like it. And again, just side by side. This one doesn't have like the perfect look for it, only because it's got the light on it versus this one. Otherwise, you'd see more of a family tree thing here going. And again, here is the iCarus XL frame. It also has that flush look to it where the module meets the slide. This one, the full-size 320, the SOCOM, probably would benefit from a hump on that or something similar. But without it, you got a full-size grip. You're fine. You're not going to be lacking anything. Those are all just personal preferences of mine. So that's it.